5-on-5 action throughout the weekends. These games are important because they accelerate badge progression depending on the difficulty.
Playing on easy will earn double the badge progression, while medium will triple it. And if you are ready for the challenge, play on hard because you'll earn 4 times the badge progression.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The starting group for the visitors and for Toronto. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is... Here we go.
So, Toronto wins the tip. Here's Guy. Pass to Tatum.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Guarded by Tatum.
I got him.
From 8. And the shot goes down.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Kaminsky with the bounce pass. Here's Guy. Last game we saw him score 14. The layup missed. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's...
Oh! Langhorne.
How about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Shoots. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Offensive rebound.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Personal foul, first team foul. Shooting for the away team. Paget taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. so he gets them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Passes it to Kaminsky. Foot shot, and he knocks down the jumper.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. He lobs it up.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Greg, it's not the first skill you think about, but Jordan Poole is unreal at the foul line.
I mean, led the league in 22 at 92.5%, beating out teammate Steph Curry by 0.2%. Poole's always been amongst the league leaders in attempts.
Here's Ferguson. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. To the left side wing. And he comes up with the deuce.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Now here's Kaminsky. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. It's tipped. Here's Cardoso. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Second team foul. At the line for the away team, Strohmeyer. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both good from the line that time.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Guy, the pass to Kaminsky. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Here's Simpkins. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Guy. Scoreless thus far. And slam dunk by Tatum.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
we have a moment here. Let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Ferguson. Fires it up. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Toronto trails by 3. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Picked him clean. Here's Guy. Nothing on the board. Count that one.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. And there's the pass to Kaminsky. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Simpkins. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Ferguson for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Here's Ferguson after Toronto at the three-pointer. Basket good.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Guy, the pass to Tatum. Tries again. Pass to Guy. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Guy's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Drops in the tray.
3 points.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
It's good. Tatum's got 8 points.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And Brian Keefe wants to take a timeout.
For your Toronto Dancers.
Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. And checking out Toronto, they're right in 5th place.
And I think for Toronto, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Yeah, even so, though, I'm sure they're not satisfied just being near the top of the standings. They're going to be looking to make a major push as the season winds down.
Now here's Tatum. Last game, 26 points. Guy, good. Here's Ferguson. Puts up a deep 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Here's Ferguson. He has 6. No problems knocking that one down. 10 points for him.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Passes it to Kaminsky. The 3. Drills it from outside.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Pass to Simpkins. And Guy pulls it down.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Here's Simpkins. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Simpkins got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Here's Padgett. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Here's Toronto. Here's Guy. He's got 11. Oh, Tatum in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Puts up a deep 3. They get it back, and the dunk by Tatum.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
First personal foul, first team foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Toronto.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And he knocks down the first one. And Toronto making a change here. Spencer's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Ferguson. This game he had 13. Drills the elbow jumper. He's got 12.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Fires away from outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And Toronto leads by 9. Looking back at the 2019 draft, Jordan Poole was picked number 28 indoors. He's already experienced the highs and lows of the NBA.
Well, Kev, let's remember that was a stacked draft class, and I think what you've seen from Jordan Poole is this incredible ability to hunt shots, to be willing to be a focal point on the offensive end. Let's remember, he's won a championship in his career, and that's something you can never take away.
Here's Spencer. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Here's Ferguson. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Ferguson's got 9.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
To the middle. It's tipped. Gets an open look and hits.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The pass to Spencer. Lets it go from deep. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Lots of room. Connects, the jumper drops.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Here's Cardoso. The open jump shot off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Good on the three-point shot.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Toronto leads by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
So it's the visitors now. 9-point game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
We've got Kaminsky, also Tatum out there, and it's Tyson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. To the paint, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 6 points for him.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Smart, right through the D for the layup.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Spencer. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Toronto leading by 5. Now here's Kaminsky. Over to the wing, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out at the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know. There are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
The first free throw is good. And, Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
He hits both from the stripe. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Drains it from beyond the arc. Spencer's got 10.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Here's Simpkins. He's got 10. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. To the inside. It's the layup after the sweep pump fake to freeze the D. He's got 16.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Knocked away. Shoots it. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting. Toronto leading by 7. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Away team ball.
On Tuesday. Then on Friday. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But, Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And, Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Check in. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Toronto leading by 5. Spencer, the pass to Kaminsky. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Smart. He's putting up 9 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Pass to Simpkins. And the 3 ball is good. Simpkins got 15.
That's his first triple of the second period, 3rd of the game.
Kaminsky, and finished off by Kaminsky.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Fast break, Toronto. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And another basket for Toronto.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Toronto foul. Tyson. First personal foul. First team foul.
It up. It's good from the top of the key. He's got 20.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Passes it to Spencer. With the teardrop. Got a hand on it. Here's Smart. No good from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. A nice shot by Tatum. The ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Here's Simpkins. 15 points in the game. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. Tyson with the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Toronto calls timeout.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
There you go, fans. That was your Toronto answer.
Toronto with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Spencer. He's got 10. Pass to Kaminsky. 8 feet away. And that's good off the glass that time. Kaminsky's got 20 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He's guarded by Kaminsky. They shoot again. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Pass to Tyson. Now Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Here's Simpkins. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Tyson. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Puts up a deep 3. Toronto grabs the miss. Kaminsky's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
6 on the shot clock. And it's Tyson with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Kaminsky. The wing jumper off target. Hitting a terrific 61% in the second quarter. From deep three-point land, Simpkins no good. Toronto leading by 11. Down low, Tatum. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Brian Keefe wants to take a timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Outside, Smart. The pass to Ship. And he's good on the 3-ball. 8 points for him.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Guy, the best to Spencer.
First half, 2 minutes.
And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Spencer's got the lead up to 13 now for Toronto. Releases. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Spencer. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Passes to Kaminsky. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Misses from close range. Toronto grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Assist from...
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Shoots from the baseline, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. Well, for Toronto. And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just got to, bring the same energy to the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
The energy on D stood for disappointment. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Impressively throughout at 62%. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. Guarded by Tatum. Great D that time from Tatum.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Nailed from three-point land. He's got 10.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to...
Oh, yes. Goodness. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Ferguson. 11 points in the game. Inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Top of the key. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
And the shot is good.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Frames the three-pointer. Ferguson's got 14 points.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Guy, the pass to Kaminsky. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Count the basket.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Oh, and the slam dunk by Kaminsky.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Down low.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Pass to Tatum. The rebound by Simpkins.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Rebounded by Kaminsky. Toronto leading by 6. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. With a break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These squads have been lights out this month.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Good on the short little jump shot. And now it's just a 4-point Toronto lead.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Toronto calls timeout.
Make some noise for your Toronto Dancers.
Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for him.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
There's the pass to Kaminsky. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Padgett. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And Toronto leads by 3.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
He's guarded by Kaminsky. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
It's good. Kaminsky's got 4 this quarter. shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Ferguson to the right side. For the tie. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
Pass to Guy. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Guy's got 16 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Kaminsky. Again, Toronto.
Just very good offensive execution. Couldn't have asked for a better shot.
Here's Ferguson. 19 points in the game. He was all alone on that one. 27 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Toronto calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Toronto shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. Kicks it to Tatum. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Here's Padgett. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The pass to Guy. And good work on the boards, then pick up the second chance points. So it's the visitors now, trailing by 2. For the lead, sinks the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Guy's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, check out the handles. They're nasty. Spin move had his man grabbing for air.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Yagapova. Ship.
Pass to Ship. That one goes. Count it. He's got 10. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the...
From him there, sure. Leading the game. Tatum's shot is off. To the paint. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance of that extra effort.
Lofton's shot is good.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Padgett. Knocks down the three ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul, first team foul.
For Toronto, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first one falls. And so Tatum nails them both. Passes it to Ship. With the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Guarded by Tatum. Padgett drills the three-pointer. 1 points in the game.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Shoots. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Tatum's got 28.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
1:43 left here in the third quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Puts it up. The quick look, no good that time. 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Hey, DB, one thing about Kyle Kuzma, at 6'9", he is a big wing.
What I love about him, Kevin, is that he's such a strong shooter. He can bang in the post if you need him to. He always puts up solid rebounding numbers. And I think the final piece we've seen him developing is his ability to distribute the basketball.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 5.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Here's Padgett. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Lofton. And the basket is good. Lofton's got 5 points now this quarter.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Stolen away. Shoots the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Lofton's got 8 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. They lead by a bucket. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Tatum. He's out there with Kaminsky. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And again, Toronto with the triple.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Ferguson, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Personal foul.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for
shooting for the away team. Ferguson, 1 shot.
One shot.
Toronto trailing. Here's Spencer. Pass to Tyson. And the pass to Kaminsky. Toronto working the ball around now. And he gets the bucket. Tyson's got the game tied up here for Toronto.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
He's guarded by Kaminsky. 5 on the clock. Toronto grabs the miss. Kaminsky's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Tyson, great positioning on the putback.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Here's Padgett, and he uses the glass on the layup. He has 29.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Pass to Tyson. Here's Spencer. To the inside, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And Tatum pulls it down.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
The 17-footer 7 for 9 now with that miss. Now shooting 78% from the floor. Here's Simpkins connects from three-point range. Simpkins got 20.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Got that one up quick.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
He completely lost focus since the break, turning the ball over multiple times, and that's after no turnovers in the first half.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Spencer's shot is off.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Chalk up 2 there.
And they're leading on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. Toronto trails by 3. Pass to Kaminsky. The shot, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset.
Close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because I'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of, and it was not a positive one.
Shot to stop the run. Hits the three-point bomb. Kaminsky's got 32 points.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Simpkins. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Padgett. And it's Tyson with the rebound. Tyson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Out left to the wing. Here's Kaminsky. Oh!
My goodness.
Assisted.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Passes it to Ferguson. Guarded by Tatum. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 31.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Now the pass to Spencer. Back to Tatum. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Spencer. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ferguson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ferguson's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Pulls up. Again, Toronto.
Cambridge.
With confidence, wow, 66% from the floor. He's guarded by Kaminsky. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Sinks the triple. Spencer's got 20.
And since halftime, this has become an intense ball game.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
And Toronto making a change here. Guys checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch what Brian Keefe told his team during that break. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. And when that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Clock at 6. And that one is good. He's got 26.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Guy, the pass to Spencer. He's off on that one.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Here's Simpkins. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Simpkins got 12 points in just the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Tatum passes to Guy. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
And so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Here's Ferguson, and he gets it to go. Ferguson's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
A nice shot by Spencer.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
He's guarded by Kaminsky. Up and in on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Inside, and he dunks it down.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Leave your teammate perfectly.
Here's Spencer. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and he recovers it. He's guarded by Kaminsky. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Here's Tatum, and he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 12 points here in the second half.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
On the wing, and Spencer pulls it down. Toronto shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Out to the wing. That's a 2 from Ferguson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Ferguson's got 34.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Toronto calls timeout. They trail by 6. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Making a change. Kaminsky kicks to Tatum. Toronto working the ball around now. They grab their own miss.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Cambridge. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team, Langhorne. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Pass to Guy. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Kaminsky.
And an intentional foul right there.
Foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the away team, Langhorne taking 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game. Toronto calls timeout. They're behind by 6. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth.
Make some noise for your Toronto Dancers. Fans, that is your Toronto Dancers.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Ferguson, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the crucial part of those free throws is that it now makes it a 2-possession game.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And how about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Shooting for the away team, Ferguson taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Pass to Tatum. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And so the road team gets the W in this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And, you know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of controlling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know,
I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.